Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're a fan of the Little People, Big World universe, then you know the Roloff family has been at the center of countless life updates, celebrations, and emotional announcements over the years. And today, the internet is lighting up because Isabel Roloff has finally shared the news that so many fans were waiting for. Yes, after much speculation, subtle hints, and quiet build-up, Isabel has officially shared her newborn baby announcement, and what's even more unexpected is that fans are buzzing about the possibility of twins. That's right, a double surprise that no one saw coming. Stay tuned, because today we're breaking down everything we know, how the announcement unfolded, and how Isabel's journey to this moment has deeply touched fans around the world. Isabel, the wife of Jacob Roloff, has always been a more private member of the Roloff family circle. Unlike some of the others, she doesn't live her life through dramatic reality TV storylines. Instead, she connects with fans through heartfelt captions, raw emotional posts, and quiet honesty about topics like grief, mental health, and motherhood. When she and Jacob welcomed their first child, Mateo, it became a powerful moment for followers who had watched the Roloff boys grow up on screen. Jacob, once the rebellious teenager who chose to walk away from the show, stepping into fatherhood alongside Isabel, was something longtime viewers never expected to witness in such a personal way. Over the past several months, Isabel began to hint that another chapter was on the horizon. Softly spoken words like expansion, new beginning, and something beautiful is coming were scattered across her social media, along with motherhood reflections that felt like someone preparing their heart for change. Fans began to speculate, asking in every comment section whether she was expecting again. But in true Isabel fashion, she stayed calm and patient, holding her story close until she was ready to share it on her own terms. And then, today, everything changed. With a beautifully composed image, warm lighting, peaceful tones, and that familiar heartfelt caption style, Isabel finally confirmed the birth announcement. The photo didn't scream for attention. It didn't look like a TV reveal or a staged media moment. It was personal, intimate, and deeply emotional. A soft image of two tiny hospital blankets side by side sparked an immediate wave of reactions. Fans flooded the comments asking one question. Wait, two? Did she just welcome twins? Isabel's caption didn't immediately clarify, which only fueled more excitement. She spoke about them, about our babies, and about the overwhelming feeling of her heart expanding more than she ever imagined possible. Those words, paired with that image, sent fans into celebration mode. Within minutes, the name Roloff was trending again across fan pages, blogs, and fan-run Instagram accounts dedicated to the TLC family. For those who have followed Isabel's motherhood journey closely, this moment means more than just a birth announcement. Isabel has been very open about how deeply she loved becoming a mother to Mateo, but also about how terrifying and transformative that experience was. She has shared how motherhood made her confront fears, traumas, and insecurities she never expected to face. She talked about learning to find her identity again while still being a gentle and nurturing presence for her son. The idea of her opening her heart again, now to not just one baby but possibly two, feels like witnessing a full-circle moment. And fans remember the time she spoke about her dream, that she always felt she would mother more than one child. She once said that she believed souls choose their mothers, and that she felt more souls waiting for her when the time was right. That quote resurfaced today everywhere, with fans saying, "She knew. She felt this coming before any of us did." As the comments poured in, messages from fans were filled with love and emotion. Many mothers of twins reached out to share encouragement, promising Isabel that while raising twins is overwhelming, it's also a bond like no other. Others simply expressed how proud they are of her for choosing to share this announcement quietly and authentically, away from scripted reality television and cameras. Jacob, usually more reserved online, even made a brief appearance in a shared moment. He posted something short, something understated, but powerful. A simple line expressing gratitude and awe at seeing his wife bring not one, but two new lives into the world. Fans who have watched Jacob distance himself from fame were touched to see him show this vulnerable side. It reminded everyone that behind the last name Roloff, a name wrapped in decades of television history, there are real people building real families with very real emotions. And perhaps that's what makes this moment so moving. Isabel didn't reveal this with cameras rolling or a dramatic TLC special. She revealed it with stillness, calm, and heart. For a family that has lived so much of their lives publicly, her way of announcing feels like a breath of honesty in a world that often expects spectacle. As followers process the news, many are now waiting for the next update: names, tiny milestones, and peaceful glimpses into life as a mother of twins. Fans are already imagining little Mateo as a big brother, stepping into a new role in the family. Knowing Isabel's writing style and her emotional honesty, many believe the journey ahead will be documented with the same heartfelt transparency she's become known for. So, here we are, at the beginning of another beautiful Roloff chapter. Whether you've followed them since the very first episode of Little People, Big World, or you're just now discovering their extended family stories through social media, moments like this remind us why people care. It's not about fame or episodes or ratings. It's about connection, growth, and watching families evolve in real time. If you're as excited as we are to see how this next chapter unfolds, make sure you stay tuned. We'll be following Isabel's journey closely, not through tabloid-style speculation, but through respect, warmth, and celebration of new life. Drop a comment below and let me know, how did you react when you saw those two little blankets? Did you expect twins? And what message would you leave for Isabel today as she steps into this new role with even more love in her home? Matt Roloff's decision to sell a portion of Roloff Farms has stirred emotional reactions across the family, but fans recently noticed that one reaction stood out more than the others. It wasn't loud or dramatic. It wasn't a direct statement or an open argument. Instead, it was subtle, quiet, and posted in a way that clearly carried a hidden message. Tori Roloff, Matt's daughter-in-law, shared a comment that many viewers believe was a clear jab toward him over the decision to sell the farm. The Roloff family has always had strong ties to the farm. For years, fans believed that the land would stay in the family and be passed down to the children. Matt had previously mentioned on the show that he dreamed of his kids raising their own families on the property. This created a long-standing expectation that one of his sons, most likely Zach, would take over a large part of the land when the time came. But everything took a different turn when Matt listed a chunk of Roloff Farms for sale to the public instead of keeping it within the family. When the news came out, fans reacted with shock. Many assumed that Zach would be the natural choice to carry on the Roloff name and legacy on the farm. However, according to what has been shown on the show and suggested by family conversations, negotiations between Matt and Zach did not go smoothly. Reports and episodes hinted that Zach made an offer, but Matt called it unrealistic and implied his son wasn't capable of managing the property at the level expected. This statement did not sit well with viewers, and it clearly didn't sit well with Zach and Tori either. Soon after, Tori posted a photo of her and the kids enjoying a day outside. The caption was short, but it stood out. She wrote about building their own memories, far away from things that were never meant to be ours. That line immediately caught viewers' attention. Fans believed that the phrase, "never meant to be ours," was a direct reference to Roloff Farms and Matt's choice to sell instead of keeping it for his children. The wording was careful, but everyone who has followed the family drama picked up on the deeper meaning behind it. Many fans commented under Tori's post saying they knew exactly what she meant. They praised her for staying graceful, but still expressing disappointment. Tori did not name Matt or mention the sale directly, but her tone showed that she had made peace with the decision in her own way, even if she disagreed with how it happened. That quiet disappointment felt heavier than any loud argument would have. In another moment, Tori shared a video of her kids playing in their new home away from the farm. She wrote about building fresh traditions and creating a life based on peace, not conflict. Again, this message was taken as another subtle reference to the situation. Fans pointed out that she seemed to be sending a message that family unity mattered more than fighting over land, but she also made it clear that they were pushed into this new chapter rather than choosing it freely. People online started discussing how Tori has always been supportive of Zach and how she often becomes the voice that fans connect with when it comes to emotional situations. While Zach tends to stay quiet and avoid long statements, Tori expresses emotion more openly, but still with care. She doesn't call anyone out directly, but her wording lets people read between the lines. In this case, she didn't need to say Matt's name for fans to understand that she was disappointed in how things were handled. Another thing that stood out was how Tori emphasized the word ours in her captions. That small detail struck fans because it highlighted how the younger Roloff family felt excluded from something they believed they belonged to. Viewers remembered past episodes where Matt spoke about family legacy and keeping the land for generations. Seeing him change plans and put the land on the market instead felt like a break in that promise. Tori's comments made that emotion even clearer. Fans commented things like, "You can feel the sadness behind her words," and that wasn't just a random caption, that was a message. Some even felt that Tori's subtle posts were more powerful than if she had spoken directly about the conflict. There was a sense of quiet strength in the way she expressed herself, and many people related to that feeling of being let down by a family decision while still trying to move forward peacefully. While Matt defended his choice publicly by saying that selling the property was the best decision for financial and personal reasons, many viewers still believe that the situation could have been handled with more care toward the emotional side of family legacy. Tori's comments highlighted that emotional side without turning it into an argument. Instead of fighting, she chose to show that she and her family would simply move forward and create happiness on their own terms. Some fans also noticed that Tori and Zach have started using phrases like our own land, our own space, and our own story in recent posts. This language shift tells a lot about where their hearts are now. They are no longer speaking like they are part of the farm's future. Instead, they talk like a family who has stepped away and is focusing on growth in a different place. And even though that might sound peaceful, the deeper layer of disappointment is still there for everyone who's been watching. In the end, Tori's subtle words did more than express personal feelings. They spoke to a larger truth about family. Sometimes it's not about land or money. It's about feeling included, respected, and valued. Even without a direct statement, her captions carried a message that many fans understood instantly. She didn't call anyone out. She didn't argue. But she made it known that they felt pushed aside from something that was once described as a family dream. And that's why fans reacted so strongly. They felt like they were reading a quiet but clear response to Matt's decision, not in anger, but in acceptance mixed with disappointment. It's a kind of reaction that feels very real, very human, and very relatable. Many viewers said that even though they wished the farm stayed in the family, seeing Tori's strength and calmness gave them a new level of respect for her. Tori may not speak loudly, but in this situation, her silence and carefully chosen words spoke louder than anything else could have.